Welcome to Yacht Crew Vlogs, where we tell the stories of those in the yachting industry. A behind-the-scenes look that discovers the individuals in the industry, their history, their passions, and what inspires them to do what they do. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Yacht Crew Vlogs right here on Yachting International Radio. My name is Ria. I am your host, and I'm very pleased to welcome back my next guest. He is Matt Ovenden from Borrow a Boat. He is also the founder and CEO. How are you?
Hi, Ria. Good, thanks. Yeah, good to be back.
Yeah, well, I have to say, you have been going from strength to strength, and not just tiny little strength. You have been going gangbusters and blowing everybody else out of the water. You've gone from, an amazingly successful fundraising round. Now you have just acquired KellyBoat, a peer-to-peer charter platform in the US. Tell us, what has been happening this year for you?
Sure. I mean, we started with some huge growth at the beginning of the year. We did acquisitions at the beginning of the year, a Dutch competitor, and then another site in the UK. We've then grown. We've had huge growth through the year. We basically built on our launches in the US and Canada. Started to sell a lot of charters to Americans and Canadians and Australians and New Zealanders all through the summer, which set to our highest ever revenue. We also raised capital, raised $1.5 million over the summer. Then we launched in France in September, earlier this month, at the Cannes Yachting Festival. And we just finished the month by doing our first US acquisition of a company on the East Coast, KellyBoat.
We are looking currently at 100 million Americans every single year that go boating. In the year of COVID that we were all affected, 2020, alone, new boat sales had risen by 40%. Now, is that part of the reason that you took a look at the American market, that you could see that marketplace was definitely a place where what you offer could be a winner?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a huge market. We launched there last year, and we've been getting steadily more and more US inquiries. We've got more US boats increasingly. We've got Caribbean boats, and the American market, they seem to like what we offer. There's certainly a good amount of crude charters that are popular over there in particular. And we're also seeing a lot of growth in the catamaran market as well, as catamarans are really coming to the fore. There's just so much space on board that the market there for the crude boats and the larger boats from the Americans has really resonated with us, in particular our Helm brand within Borrow Boats. And it's been the fastest growing market for us this year.
Do you think that going forward, this may be one of the only ways of really pushing in the charter market?
The charter market's always been relatively fragmented, but like many industries, it's moving online, and boating needs a marketplace just as much as the wider travel market does, or many other areas of life do. So I think it provides a really accessible jumping off point to get into boating. You can really have people who are new to it or want to browse the market. And before they commit, they can see how much things cost. They can see how much it would cost to add a skipper to a boat, and I think it improves accessibility. Absolutely.
What are your plans next?
Well, we want to keep growing the US. That's the real focus. With the acquisition of KellyBoat, we've acquired a whole fleet of boats on the East Coast there, peer-to-peer boats. We want to build on US traction around the East Coast, across all market segments, yachting, holidays, cruise, and dayboat hires. And we'll be launching in other countries at some point later in 2023, but right now, North America, US and Canada, as well as Australia and New Zealand, are a core focus for growth.
How many countries are you currently in operation?
Well, so UK, US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Netherlands, and France. France is the other one we'll be growing into since launching a dedicated French site in the last month. America
is your largest growing base at the moment, so it would make sense that you are sort of focusing your energy and your efforts towards that marketplace for now.
Absolutely, yeah. America, keep growing in the UK, keep growing in America, and develop out in France as well as a new one. So we're building a global boating product here, a marketplace that needs to be present in a number of countries. We've got boats in 65 countries, so the choice is there on the supply side, and it's a case of us just getting the brand and product into more countries. We've also got our brand Helm, which is a niche sort of luxury crude brand that we offer to certain parts of the market who want super yachts and crude charters.
Wow, so you are taking over the world of marine.
Doing our best.
Matt, I want to say thank you. I know you're a very, very busy man, and I wish you all the success in your future endeavors. I can very well imagine that within the next 6 months, we'll be right here again to talk about your latest acquisition.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot, Rhea. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. You've been listening to Matt. He is the founder and CEO of Borrow a Boat. We will include all of his information and, of course, Borrow a Boat's information below this interview when it airs. You've been watching another edition of Yacht Crew Vlogs right here on Yachting International Radio. My name is Rhea. I have been your host. We'll see you again next time.